and that fluffy squirrel was never the same again. Our top story for the evening is Talking Dead. We sent our news team to Michigan State University to find out more about this problem. In a growing age of technology, verbal face-to-face communication has become almost obsolete. This epidemic has gone so far that some have even lost the ability of face-to-face verbal speech. Harold Strong, our reporter in the field, has more on this story.
Thanks, Patricia. I'm Harold Strong. Our cover story tonight is Talking Dead. Join me as we take a look at the life of Fred, a student at Michigan State University who refuses to speak to people verbally. For a better understanding, here's an interview that I have with Fred and his good friend Anthony. Hi, I'm Harold Strong with Channel 6 News. We have Fred here doing our cover story today. We have one of his good friends here. What's your name, sir?
Anthony.
Okay, and how long have you known Fred?
I've known Fred all my life. We grew up together. We stayed on the same street, like 2 doors down from each other.
Okay, so you know him for a very long time. I understand you're here to help us interview Fred since he won't talk to me verbally. So the system we have set up is he's going to send you text message responses to my questions, and you're going to speak them to me out loud, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Fred, who do you still speak to verbally, if anyone?
Fred said he speaks to close family and friends still. People who he basically grew up with and stuff like that, he still keeps in contact with verbally.
Okay, so in other words, if I wasn't here right now, he would still be speaking to you verbally?
Yes.
Okay. So what made you start not talking to people?
Fred said it was a year after he got his first cell phone. He found it easier to text message people things that he really wanted to say and getting quick responses back.
Okay. About what time period was this when you first received your first cell phone?
Like 10th grade in high school when he first got his cell phone, and he really enjoyed it, so he just went from there with it.
Oh, okay. So how was that like for you when you first got a cell phone and really stopped talking to people? Was it difficult to keep your relationship with them?
Well, not for me because, like I said, we grew up together, so I can always talk to Fred whenever I want to, but sometimes it would like, I want to say something to him, he'll text it to me when we could just speak verbally and get it out of the way.
Okay. And where did you live? Like, where did you guys grow up to make this type of thing occur?
Well, first off, we grew up in Southern California, and so where we grew up, there was a lot of people around. There's always someone to talk to and things like that. And then growing up, there was a lot of technology that came out, as you know, and then as technology came, it made it easier and easier for us to just talk to one another without talking verbally, and I think that's where it took off from there when we got his first cell phone.
We met up with Fred's roommate, Rob, to get a more in-depth view of what it was like to live with Fred. What's your name?
My name's Rob.
Okay, Rob, we understand that you're Fred's roommate. Given his condition, how do you guys communicate?
I wouldn't even say there's even communication. Obviously there is some, but most of the time it's me looking over my shoulder trying to ask him a question, and he usually gives me a text or an instant message. It's kind of awkward.
Okay, so what's it like living with him?
Honestly, he's a real clean guy, but he's real quiet. He's kind of strange, and I would think he's socially inept. He doesn't respond to anything vocally that I say.
Okay, so what year are you again?
I'm a junior here at Michigan State.
Okay, so obviously you've had other roommates. So
Yes.
what is it like living with Fred? How is it different from living with your other roommates?
I feel that I had a closer relationship with my other roommates. They were a lot messier, a little wilder, but Fred is just different. He's a special boy.
Okay, well, I mean, given his condition, how did you guys even meet if he could never talk to you?
Oh, you wouldn't get this. So, Ragefire Chasm, World of Warcraft, him and I were just like beating up on Monster Willie. And like, I thought he was a real sweet guy. Like, he was just real down to earth, and we were talking about school and stuff. And I'm like, no way, you go to Michigan State too? So that's how we met.
So what was it like when you first met him?
We were in the heat of the battle there, but I just thought he was a normal guy. I thought he was just like a normal college student.
Okay, so what was the first meeting in person that you had with him like?
It was at Panda Express in the International Center. We were both real hungry, and we both wanted to talk more about World of Warcraft and our guilds, and it was just like really exciting. But every time I talked to him, he would, instead of just talk to me, he would just text a response. It was kind of strange.
Strange indeed. Well, thank you for your time, Rob.
No problem.
After the interview with Rob, Fred allowed us to keep the cameras rolling so we can get a glimpse of his everyday life. First, we have a scene with a normal interaction between him and his roommate Rob is like,
Hey, Fred, did you get the homework that Bokemeyer signed? Hey, Fred, is it 32A or 32B on the accounting set?
second, what it's like to meet new people.
Hey, I'm Sarah.
Oh, what the piss! Heck, Fred.
As you can see, Fred is what one would call socially inept. And for Fred, talking is truly dead. That's our cover story for tonight. Back to you, Patricia.
Thanks, Harold. That's all we have for our story tonight. Tune in tomorrow to find out how 3 deaf men and a blind woman successfully rob a bank consisting of $3.3 million. I'm Patricia Ryan, Channel 6 News.